Before ordering cabinets for your kitchen, you are going to want precise measurements of your space. First, gather your materials: a steel measuring tape, paper, and a pencil to record the measurements you take. Next, create a floor plan by drawing a rough outline of your space, including doors, windows, walkways, and any openings you have in the room. Label each on your floor plan. Now it is time to start measuring. Remember, always use inches and measure to the nearest eighth of an inch, recording all measurements on your floor plan. Working from left to right or clockwise, measure the full length of each wall. If there are doors, measure the length and width of each door. If there are windows, measure the location of each window by measuring from the wall to the center of the window on each side. Also measure from the floor to the bottom of the window and the ceiling to the top of the window. Make sure to include the trim or casing for doors and windows in the overall measurements that you record. For the room height, measure from the floor to the ceiling. Be sure to measure the ceiling in a few separate places, and if your ceiling is uneven, record the measurement at its lowest point. Measure the location, height, width, and depth of each appliance. You will want to note the appliance brand and model if possible. Measure the location of electrical, gas, and plumbing outlets as closely as possible, measuring from the wall to the outlet on each side. Measure all vents, radiators, or floor registers from the wall to the edge of the vent or register. If you have a kitchen island, measure the height, width, and depth of the island and record the measurements on your drawing. Be sure to include measurements of any power outlets, vents, or plumbing in the island. Next, measure the distance of the island to the countertops nearby. If there is a stovetop or sink on your island, be sure to include the dimensions of each. Finally, measure the length and width for each countertop and add those dimensions to your sketch. Now that your existing kitchen is measured and recorded, it's time to design your new kitchen. Follow the link below for a step-by-step outline on how to design your new kitchen. Or you can simply watch our next video on designing your new kitchen.